Hey, this is Sasha. Thanks for joining me in today's video. And what I want to share with you today is how quickly can I put on a butterfly spread? You know, a lot of people ask to say, hey, this is going to take a long time. This is going to go ahead and I got to watch these things all the time and I'm just not computer savvy. And it's just really complicated. So I'm going to show you that with some practice, how quickly can you actually put on a butterfly spread? So stay tuned. All right, so if you haven't heard, we do have an upcoming butterfly course, which is set to release here in September. And when you go to our website here at Rise, the number 2, Learn, you can go ahead and kind of scroll down. You'll see the butterfly course. And once it is launched, because I am recording this a little ahead of time, once it's launched, all these buttons will work and you'll be able to go to the course page and check out the butterfly course. Now, this course is in detail and very in-depth. So we're going to be doing a staggered release. So the first week you'll get a handful of modules, so it'll be quite a bit. Then the next week you'll get a little bit more. That'll be September 7th. Then September 14th, we're going to do a little more. September 21st, we're going to do some strategies. And September 28th, we're going to go with some more advanced strategies and examples. So that's kind of what this course is really all about. It's 24 hours long and 65 modules. And I'm going to add a few more probably over the next month as well. Just a couple of extra modules for strategies. So really, first you learn the core, then we'll go ahead and work a little bit on the Greeks. Then we'll look at trade plan and adjustment ideas. And then we'll go ahead into strategy ideas and examples of trades. So for example, we'll go 65 days out on Microsoft and kind of follow that trade every couple of days or so. Or we'll go, 17 days out on a shorter term duration and follow that trade and, go in 17 days, 16 days, what happens at 15 days. And that's really a good thing to do with these courses, to be able to see how those trades pan out and work out. So anyways, that's the course. But, for those of you that are kind of struggling to say, hey, man, these will take a while. I just don't know how to put on butterfly spreads. I don't know what I'm doing. And it's okay. At the beginning, you won't know what you're doing, but that's the point of the course. And eventually you'll get better with it. The first hour, you're learning these things, or a couple hours. What's going to happen is it may take you 40 minutes or an hour to put on a butterfly spread. But once you get better at it, you can do these pretty quickly and then put them on and then, keep an eye on them and watch them. But as far as putting them on, I want to show you with a stopwatch how fast you can actually put these on. Now, I'm going to try to see how quickly I can do it, how to get in the trade and then also get out of the trade. We will see. It may or may not work out in my favor too much, but we're going to see what happens. So let's just get the stopwatch going. I'm going to do this on Shopify. I haven't pre-looked at what the current price is, but we're going to figure it out very quickly. So let's just get started. I'll try to do it kind of a little quicker than I normally would. So don't worry about it if you can't keep up, but just to show you, once you get the hang of it, it doesn't take a long time to put on a butterfly spread, like before work, during work, if you got a lunch break, something like that. You can put one on and then, be in the trade, kind of keep an eye on the trade and then get out of the trade as you have a little bit of time. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to Shopify. We're going to go in. I'm going to go ahead and do the 15 days just because it's kind of shorter duration, a little more liquid. We'll go buy a butterfly, analyze the trade. I'm just going to do a quick peek at what's happening here. And again, I want to evaluate. I don't want to rush through it just to say, hey, I can do it pretty quick. I want to just kind of get an idea of hey, what does it look like? What's my risk look like? And maybe widen it out. Now, I'm already comfortable with the width of some of these legs and kind of where to position them. Of course, for you, you might be double checking things a little bit here or there. So here we go. Here's kind of the butterfly spread maybe that I would set up. Maybe even, let's say, one strike lower, maybe something like that, and one strike lower here. Bump it up a couple contracts. So there we go. I'll go ahead and confirm and send that bad boy in. And let's see if we can get filled. So the working order here, gonna try to get filled on this. Let's just bump it up, get the order filled. Sometimes you got to sit in it for a couple minutes, and we'll see here because it is, a larger stock. So sometimes, hey, those strikes don't work as well. Sometimes you got to move and adjust them. Sometimes I might go to the call side here, open that up, and go bump that up. There we go, call side got filled pretty quick, and boom, we're in the trade. Now, yes, we started down a little bit, we got a few contracts, but there we go, we're in the trade. Now, you could let those trades sit. That took me about 1:46 to put in. So, call it about 2 minutes. And once you see that trade, once, a few days later or something like that, you could go ahead and put the order in. Or the great thing about some of these orders is you could even do this nighttime. I could go ahead, analyze the closing trade, put that order in, right? So I'll go ahead, put that order in and let that sit. I don't even now have to watch it for the day. Now, if I want to go ahead and put that order in good until cancel, now that order is going to kind of sit for me and wait and wait and wait until it hits that price, whatever the price I designate, and it'll get filled. So even if I'm at work, if I'm doing other things, that order could get filled and I could try and get out of it with a profit. So roughly about 2.5 minutes to go ahead and get in the trade and really set up a closing order. And yeah, it's not too long. Now, what you will have to do is periodically keep an eye on it and check it and, hey, what's going on and what's happening. So for example, maybe I have this Apple, let's see, butterfly here somewhere, I think. So here I have an Apple butterfly. So this one's a broken wing, but you might want to keep an eye on it, and you're looking at the price, what's going on, what's happening. So a couple times a day. But as far as the order part, if you can have a lunch break or something like that in between to put on these trades, it's not going to take you more than 3 to 5 minutes once you understand what you're doing. If you don't understand what you're doing, the first few may take, just like with anything, the first few times you go ahead and try and draw a face or draw a car, it may take you 3 hours. Later on, you might take that to 2 hours, then 1 hour. The same thing the first time you go ahead and fix a lawnmower or, fix a fridge or clean the fridge. It takes you a little longer the first time, but once you do it a few times, you kind of get the process, the routine, and you got it down. So for those of you that are kind of, working and trying to learn option trading on the side, maybe you're going to school and you want to learn options, or maybe you don't have a lot of time or thinking that this takes a lot of time. Once you put the energy into it initially, just like with anything you do, the first time takes a little bit longer. But once you have it down, you could put it on within 3 to 5 minutes, and including a closing order, and then you can let it sit to close. Now, if you need to tweak it and adjust it, yeah, then again, you got to put it a little more time into it to watch it, making sure the price is kind of in your range. But as far as the actual trade goes, it doesn't take too long, as you can see. So I hope this kind of clears some confusion up. And for those of you that kind of have doubts about, how much time do I really have to put in? As far as getting the order in, it doesn't take that long once you have things down. Looking at the order and keeping an eye on it, yeah, you'll have to do that a couple times a day to keep your eyes on it. And it may take you 2 to 5 minutes to check where it is. And then if you need to do something, tweak it or get out of it, again, a few minutes. So a couple times a day, few minutes every time. And actually, we just got filled, I think, right there to get out of the trade. So yeah, so you can see, boom, filled order. There it is, butterfly sold. And I didn't even really do anything. Now, yeah, that one was for a loss. But you can see, you can just let these orders kind of sit and get out as needed once they are already in. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you some insight to our upcoming butterflies course. By the way, remember, if you're interested in getting that butterfly course, go to our website at RISE2LEARN. And go ahead and you'll see this right here at the top. There'll be a banner. You'll see it also as you scroll down. There'll be a little banner. You can also save $50 from a previous course purchase if you want to record a video testimonial. And by doing an early bird, you can go ahead and get a little bit of a discount. We don't do many discounts beyond that, though. So get these discounts early. Get in the course if you're interested and serious about it. Otherwise, once things expire, they expire, just like with option contracts. And this course is very long and detailed to be able to make sure you understand what you're doing in the course. It's not just a 30, 40 minute video. You got to know what you're doing so that way you can manage your money the right way. So anyways, thanks for joining me. Go ahead, check that course out. We'll have the links in the description. You can also go to our website, clicking one of these freebies here. You can get a freebie and then also look on the website to check out the course there as well. All right, thanks again, and I will see you next time.